I've had the opportunity to drive this 2007 Subaru Impreza for the last 2 years, so here is my comprehensive review. So let's start at the top with the basics. This is the 2.5 liter version from 2007 at $18,000 MSRP when it came out. It came with 173 horsepower. It's all-wheel drive and it gets about 25 miles per gallon. It has 16-inch wheels, as you can see here, and I really enjoy the sleek design that this generation of Imprezas have. Although the numbers don't look great in today's landscape, it's built really well and it's super comfortable when driving it around to school or to the grocery store or just daily life. For storage, in the back here, I'll pop the trunk. So for storage in the back here, you can see that it's actually pretty good size. I have some roof rack things here for surfboard, but you could probably fit 2 golf bags in here, so it does pretty well. But let's move on to the interior. So the interior is about average for the year of 2007. Definitely not your best looking interior, but I think it's really good. It's a 5-speed manual, as you can see. It's a little bit small, but you know, it works. You have plenty of vents here, plenty of airflow that works for both the passenger and the driver. Your gauge cluster is pretty cool. You can see your speedometer there right in front, and then you can see your RPMs pretty easily off to the right. The steering wheel is this classic 3-spoke design that I really like. It fits well in my hand. You have your window controls and your mirror stuff over here. And then the colors are gray and black. I think the WRX has some red in there, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I really like it. So what you might be thinking is, if it's a pretty small car, what is the back like? So I'll go ahead and show you here. I'm 6'2", and so with my driving position, the back seat gets pretty small. So I wouldn't recommend it if you're going to be hauling around a lot of people. You know, my knees are just about pressed up here. The passenger seat can be moved forward a little bit, so it gives you a little bit of room, but it's not great in the realm of getting passengers in the back. And you don't get great airflow back here. There's no extra vents back here. However, you could argue that because it's such a small car, it doesn't really need them. So back in the front here, this car doesn't have any of the fancy features that you see nowadays, but it does have, you know, it's got power windows and it's got cruise control, as you can see here, that works pretty well. One of the things that I really like about this car and a lot of older cars is that it's got manual controls here. You see, you can, you know, all your HVAC controls here. They're super easy to reach, it's easy to move. You got your manual volume knob. You can, you know, select the radio. The speakers are here, and you have little tweeters up there on both sides. The ones that came with the car were not amazing, but I ended up upgrading those, which was a very worthwhile investment. So some of you guys may be wondering what it's like to live with. This car is super fun and simple, as you can see in the interior. It's nothing crazy. It gets loud in the on the highways, and there's a lot of outside noise. You can really hear the car. It cranks and starts with no problem, so I don't have any issue there. There's some known issues with this generation of engine, the Subaru Boxer engine, but I haven't had any troubles with this one. I think some of that is more the WRX version. But like I said, I haven't had any issues with this one in the last 2 years that I've driven it. It does burn oil, as all Subarus do, so that's pretty expected. The used car market right now is pretty crazy. This car goes for about $5,000 to $10,000 in the used car market right now, which isn't horrible. I think it's a pretty good price for this car. Mine has 150,000 miles on it, and it's still running well. I really enjoy it. Driving around, it does have a bit of body roll when you're trying to go around corners or with any kind of speed or anything. But because it's all-wheel drive, it's super safe and reliable, super enjoyable to drive around. but you're not going to be winning any drag races in this thing or doing any drifting. So. So who is driving this car? In my opinion, it's people who want a good driving experience but don't want to sacrifice too much money. It is not the WRX version, which is unfortunate. I really like to drive a WRX one day, but you know, it gets the job done, and it's nice to see. I mean, there's a lot of new EVs coming out, you know, Tesla and stuff that have some pretty fancy and amazing features, and they do some pretty amazing stuff. But it's pretty nice to see that after 16 years, this car can still get it done, and I've enjoyed using it and driving it the last 2 years. So if you guys have any questions, just leave it down in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.